What's going on? This your boy Town Biz. All right, so I'm gonna do some more videos on this channel because, like I said, right now, it's real important that I feed y'all this information about your rights, civil rights, civil liberties, and human rights. Okay, so keep in mind, I've been on this. I've been constantly talking about this. At the end of the day, like I said, since other people act like sensitive bitches, you know, and trying to silence you and all this kind of stuff. So it's like this. So I'm gonna stay on my outlet and I'm gonna stay in my lane and run what goes on my outlets. And I'm gonna say what I need to say, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Don't come on my channel talking that bullshit. Don't come on my channel trying to undermine me because, like I said, I'm gonna run your motherfucking ass off my channel. So, like I said, I double dare you to come on my channel talking greasy because this need to be said. Now, in case you guys don't know, shout out to Vicky Dillard and shout out to Jade because Jade, they've been putting out information. They've been putting out great information, and I've been, you know, um, looking up the research that they've been giving and relaying it to you guys. Hopefully you relay it to people. So hopefully if you listening to this and you're in New York, great news. A federal judge has blocked, you know, the juice Mando, because healthcare workers, they were trying to force them to basically, participate. And basically they walked out on the job and they filed a lawsuit against them for, basically violating their rights. Also for them basically uh, trying to just ignore their religious rights. I told you guys this is going. I told you guys I know what I'm talking about. Just be patient. I told you guys to push. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, just push back. You have the right to push back. So a judge is temporarily blocked mandos, you know, which basically prohibits them from telling you that you have to do that. And I think this is going to lead to other things because if you don't think people going to follow suit, then you sadly mistaken. This is why I have the channel. This is why you guys need to take my videos, tag them, and spread them around. The same way they allegedly, well, I'm gonna be careful. I have to watch my words. Okay, got to watch my words because one slip of the tongue could lead to them, trying to temporarily or shut down my channel because they call it med misinfo. I have to talk in code. Even when I put up facts, they still will accuse you of that. But they've been trying to present the truth from getting out from, you know, just basically putting one man on TV, Dr. Cracula, Dr. Falsely, like he the end all be all of what goes on and how, this, the C-19 works, where you only got one guy that they're talking to that's supposed to be giving you information, but there have been people that have countered a lot of the things that he said, and they won't let them talk. They won't give them a major outlet to talk upon because they're pushing an agenda. And the sad part about it is they're trying to use a lot of us to do it. From these frauds like Roland Martin and the other lady, the lady on MSNBC, who told a flat out lie on Nicki Minaj. Now, I'm not the biggest Nicki Minaj fan, but she flat out lied. I think her name Joy Reid or something. Um, and she told a flat out lie on Nicki Minaj And the sad part about it was she was trying to call herself trying to chastise her, in front of you know, two melonless mutants. And we all know what she was doing. But yes, if you are in New York, they can't make you participate. And I'm so proud that them people called they bluff because they gave him to September the 27th to take at least one. So now the new thing is it's time to file a lawsuit against the city of New York for, you know, basically that guy violating people's civil rights. Cause see, that's going for real. These lawsuits need to start rolling out. And I'm going to start putting together groups because like I said, at the end of the day, it's your body, your choice. I've always stated that. That's how I feel. So I just wanted to give y'all some info. And don't get and like I said, it's people that's been trying to shut me down. And they look like me too. So like I said, at the end of the day, they went and participated. So, they went and participated. So now they basically trying to make people feel guilty who didn't do it. And I just want to say you guys can basically suck my dick. For real. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Not literally because I'm not into that, but you can kiss my ass. You can go fuck yourselves. And if you listen to this video, um, you know, too bad. Cause like I said, I'm gonna get the information out. And nobody gonna stop me. I'm gonna get the information out. So if you have a problem with me putting out information, since I can't say it on other outlets without being, ridiculed, and then people trying to make it look like they ain't trying to ridicule me, well, I'll say it on my own outlet. So, like I said, you better not bring your ass over here. One thing you should know about Town Biz, I fear no man. I travel alone. I have no problem pulling up, and I'll come to your home turf. So, I mean, I'm not looking for them type of problems, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to shy away from it. Like I said, you guys have every right to know your rights. Now, for these niggas that went and participated, okay, that's fine. You did it. But if I say I don't feel comfortable doing it, you ain't finna shame me. You ain't finna pile on me, and you ain't finna make me feel guilty about it. Like I said, my whole stance has always been your choice. So now, like I said, if you're somewhere else, you need to start, and you feel like you don't want to do it, and you don't feel comfortable doing it. Get your lawyers prepared. Start calling lawyers. Get your groups prepared. Cause see, that's how you fight back. We don't have to. Cracker Biden ain't our daddy. Whatever he say, we don't have to do. We have to do. Whatever he say doesn't goes. He ain't the end all be all. This needed to be said. This needed to be said. The people that have been and for the people that have been supporting me, I cannot thank you enough. And I really appreciate that. But like I said, if you're not in New York, get your groups together. Get your groups together. Start finding these lawyers. Cause like I said, they filed a lawsuit against them for violating their civil rights. Violating, I said before, I put out a video yesterday. The LAPD is doing the same thing. And for Jim Crow Joe and the Dim and Dummies to just ignore your rights as a human being, that shows and tells a lot about them. And for the black people who ain't stood up and called him out, but then again, that's because they voted for him. Like I said, my people, my real people, you seeing the light now. You seeing who really down and who really ain't. You seeing the difference between the so-called real B1s versus the fake ones who buckled and who cracked. You seeing the real ones now. You seeing who really down and who really ain't. You seeing the real ones. So like I said, since I can't talk on other outlets, I'll just talk on my outlet. Once again, do your research. Like I said, these punk motherfuckers thought they could stop me. They thought that they can back me down. I'm not scared or worried about no goofballs that's on the internet. Like I said, you're not gonna stop me from getting my message across. You guys, well, that's what you got to do. We got to start. Like I said, they try to force the issue with this shit. We gonna start filing lawsuits against them. We gonna start filing these. See, that's the only way to stop these people. When you start filing these lawsuits challenging them, say, hey man, I know what you're doing. You breaking the law. Cause see, I can't give you, once again, you guys, I can't give you information and speak on, the juice or, the C19 itself. But I definitely can speak on laws against mandates. Yeah. I hope you guys see the truth in Jim Crow Joe, because he is flat out violating your civil. But he told black people, he basically didn't give a damn about them. He said that, but people still voted for this dude anyway. Now I know a lot of people been bringing up the Patriot Act and all this kind of stuff, but and people still are trying to scapegoat the last dude. But this is all on him. This is all on Jim Crow Joe. This has happened on his watch. This man has told lie after lie. Now, I guess you haven't also heard about how Jim Crow Joe is trying to violate your civil rights and your civil liberties. He's also trying to violate your privacy. As I don't know the details. You would have to go to Black Fight Fans channel, Trio Boxing Talk. But also, he's trying to pass a law to where the government, the IRS, can literally pocket watch you, where they can monitor every move you make as far as what, how, and when you spend your money. Just keep a record. So basically, he's trying to okay for them to violate basically how you spend your money. Keep track of your money. I'm serious. Joe Biden is trying to legalize pocket watching. This man is trying to violate your rights in every type of way you can think of. This is flat out communism. But once again, these so-called black politicians, these black leaders, these Negroes that's on these major media outlets won't say nothing. They all they all plan to go along to get along, Joy Reid, whatever her name is, Sweet Dunn Lemonade, they all in on it. They're not trying to help black people. They trying to keep their jobs. They gonna do whatever they say. Yes, Jim Crow Joe is trying to pass laws to where pocket watching is legalized, literally. So basically, what's gonna happen, you guys, if this passes? Basically, if you get in trouble with the IRS, let's just say, and this is also gonna open the door for the IRS to just start messing with your money. And let's just say they start detaching your checks and saying you owe money and all this stuff, and then you say, "Hey, man, I can't afford to pay this kind of money." Well, then they'll start saying, "Well, we looked and checked. Well, last month you spent $200 at Foot Locker. Well, you spent $100 and something dollars at this place." So this is just all basically a ways for them to monitor everything you do. And let's just say you buy a weapon, because keep in mind they trying to secretly legalize random searches, random no warrant searches. Oh, I've been looking into all this stuff. California been trying to do it to where they basically can just come in your house when you not there and just search your house. I forgot what they call it. See, I'm putting out all this information because at the end of the day, you have to, like I said, this is where you need to be protesting. This is where you need to be calling your so-called local congressman saying, "Hey, no, I'm not going for this." But yeah, Jim Crow Joe, this is your guy. This is your guy. He is trying to legalize pocket watching as part of some $1 trillion plan, so-called to restart America. Now, I want y'all to know something else. Do you know that Joe Biden's hunky McGee ass have gave the Afghanistans more money than he didn't gave the black farmers? See, this is what I'm talking about. They want to give everybody else money and finance these bogus wars, but then when we bring up reparation, then all of a sudden the talk seems to simmer. The room gets quiet. Why is that? Can somebody explain that to me? So you helping, once again, you feel like non-Americans are more important than so-called, Americans, black Americans. And then they wonder why we don't stand for the national anthem. But you feel like it's more a necessity to save them, but help United citizens that happen to be black. But once again, you don't have the black politicians speaking out against them. Well, well, when you heard what Larry Elder said, was you really gonna vote for Larry Elder? Most people believe that Gavin Newsom would survive this, but it also proved that we can challenge Gavin Newsom because, like I said before, um, Gavin Newsom, we not done with him because I got some other, uh, meetings with people because, like I said before, they need to be a federal lawsuit filed against the state of California for how they have blatantly violated people's Second Amendment rights. But yeah, I knew that Newsom would survive it. I knew he would survive it. So, there was already talks that he would survive it because once again, when you heard Larry Elder and how ignorant he sounded, you kind of was like, okay. Well, Newsom is gonna be the next one that's gonna end up is gonna end up in court because people have already he already got a couple of lawsuits filed against him. So, like I said, the next big step is to file a federal lawsuit against him about how California, like I said, has blatantly violated people's Second Amendment rights. Yeah, shout out to my man Torian Rain. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. But yeah, like I said before, man, this is a good first step in what's going on with New York. And, because like I said, I have some friends that work for the government. And now that the healthcare workers have pushed back against, against Jim Crow Joe and Joe the dictator, like I said, this opens the door for, other opportunity, other people to put up resistance. Like I said, he's not the end all be all. And like I said, I think some of the things that he's trying to put in place is just showing his old racist Jim Crow like ways. Like I said before, the United States would rather help people that's not from this country than the people that's from this country, because it's funny, we the only ones that's not allowed to ask for anything. Black people are the only ones that's not allowed to ask for anything. You get the Hispanics, they ask for handouts. The Asians ask for handouts. So, everybody else can ask for handouts except us. Mm. I didn't. You can see they interrupted my stream. As you can see, they interrupted my stream. Yeah, as you can see, they interrupted. Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about that Torian too. I'm going to talk about that too, about his roots. About his roots. That's going to explain a lot. Now, you see what just happened? They interrupted my stream. I'm in front of my house. I had to go outside. They did that shit on purpose. Once again, they trying to keep the truth from getting out there. But that's okay, because I'm going to still continue to talk. See, what they can't do is they can't flag the video, but they'll mess up the streams. They'll mess up the frequency. They'll mess up, you they'll try to interfere with my signal. That's fine. That's fine, YouTube, because I'm still going to continue to put out the message. Because there's going to be other people that's going to listen to this video, and they'll piece it up, chop it up, and they can make their own video, and they can tag it. But that's fine. See, that's the thing. When you tell the truth, people can't handle it. Because like I said, this whole thing has just been one-sided. It's been one-sided. And they won't let other people talk. They won't let people counter what other people are just putting out. Because anything can be countered. But now y'all see, living proof. They did this to me before. I'm standing like, I'm gonna let y'all see. I had to go outside. Now, my home is like, you know what I'm saying, it's somewhere nearby. But they, you know what I'm saying, they interrupted my stream. But that's cool. I'll be back with more information. Oh yeah, shout out to Torian, man. Yeah. I'm gonna put out another stream about Jim Crow Joe's roots. But like I said, he not the end all be all. Start doing your research. Start calling these lawyers, because there's always a publicity seeking lawyer that'll do this stuff for pro bono just to bring some notoriety to himself. So just remember that. It's time to start filing these lawsuits. It's just time to do all that stuff. Because like I said, the choice should always be yours, not somebody else's. No white motherfucker should have the right to tell you what to put in your body. But anyway, Just wanted to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Once again, you can Google all this information that I gave you. Start presenting this shit to your job. Start doing research on religious exemptions. If your job that gave you a deadline, then say, okay, once again, you don't feel comfortable, you fight it tooth and nail. And another thing that's gonna start happening is they're gonna start being lawsuits for the people who was forced to participate.